second round. Fortunately, I went back and looked, and I did find the elusive 4, so that's cool. I don't somehow looked that over. I looked in there literally like 5 times. So we're gonna do again. We're gonna ping pong. So we would get 1, 3, and 5 for Carrick, and then we would get 2, 4, and 6 for our battle mage. Now, I will point something out. Part of the raiding minion, part of the monster phase is we put out the minions, and we technically should have rolled for the raid on those minions because they potentially could have converted into a raid minion. But I just, on the first round, it didn't make sense. Doesn't make sense to me. So I skipped it. So from this point on, we will roll potentially for that. So super easy upkeep. We didn't have any afflictions on any of our heroes. You can see they're good. They didn't have any torches. We didn't have anything channeled. We did the initiative tokens, and nothing's happened as far as the quest being completed completely. However, we did complete part of one, which was we had to slay for the side quest. We had to slay a champion monster in the Halls of Honor, and we've done that. So we are partially on the way to that. So the next thing we do is we draw an encounter card. So we're going to reach up here and draw an encounter card, and let's see what happens. It's an event. Randomly select a hero. All right. It's down here. So randomly select a hero. So 1 to 3, 4 to 6. It is going to be in this Nightweave. This hero has discovered an antechamber with an ancient book on the altar. The book describes unlocking inner powers of the soul. Test wisdom to read a passage from the book. Okay, well, the good news is her wisdom is probably the best wisdom there is. It's a +3. And it's a 17. Okay, that's 14. On a pass, on a fail, part of the passage is read correctly. Roll 1d3. Result is essence restored to all heroes. Okay, so that was one that is actually not horrible for us from start to finish. Oh, okay. Great. So Carrick is going to go to 8 essence because he's the only one that's used any. Yep. All right, cool. So that was actually not a bad encounter. Sometimes these are just really not good, but that one was okay. Oh, yeah, I put them over here. So put that right there. So now we go to our Guardian phase. We roll a d20. Currently, we're sitting at 17. 3. So no Guardian is spawned. We drop that down to a 16. So Guardians are still not here, but they are coming. Now we go to our hero phase. Now remember, we get 2 actions per hero. So what have we got left to do? Well, we've got to go to the main board first. And all right, so what do we got left to do? So we've got to go over here into this area. We've actually completed everything over here. So I know that this is actually an empty chamber because of the setup. So I'm not even going to bother with this. We've got to go over here and fight some bad guys, right? So we got to get rid of those assassins and serpents, and then we need to go over here to find some elderberries, and then there's a mortar and pestle, I believe, in here. So I'm thinking we're going to go start heading north, maybe try to take out that serpent along the way, and that'll also let Albus hopefully get some healing to us. So let's do it. Now, when I start moving, I've got to be careful because as soon as this sees me within 4 spaces, it's going to convert to raiding. So if I do pass it, I'm going to have to make sure that we kill it, or we're going to have some problems. So let's just start. Yeah, we'll start with Carrot. So he's going first. Remember, he is a D6 plus 2 for movement. We're going to have him move north. Moving north. D6 plus 2. Ooh, 6. Wow. Full amount of movement. Alright, that's 8. And remember... Oh, we got the same problem over here, don't we? Oh, there's a wall there. Okay. There is a wall right here, so we don't have to worry about the siege breaker seeing us. So 8 movement. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Between those 2 pillars. And we're going to do 8 again. Well, we're going to move again. All right. So we're going to, what do we need to get to? We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like. So we need at least 5. So we need at least a 3. We can use essence to get further if we need to. Okay, that's 3. 1, 2. Now immediately, I am within 4 of him, so he immediately converts to raiding. So I'm going to place this raiding token on his card, so we know he's raiding. But let's see, where was I at? 1, 2, 3. So I needed 4 and 5. So I'm 1 short, so I'm going to have to spend essence. So I'm going to spend 1 essence. So we're going to go from 8 to 7, I mean, to get right there. Then we're going to attack him. It does have 2 health. This is not a special one. So this is where we're going to do combat a little differently. It's called the Evolved Combat. Okay. So what we do is we consult a card. So we can see here that this is versed in Mythical, Ranged, and Chaos. So we're going to pull out Mythical, Ranged, and Chaos tokens. And then we're going to randomly select one of those. Mythical, Chaos, and Ranged. Mythical, Chaos, and Ranged. So we have our tokens. No, you know what? We're not doing tokens. Why am I doing that? So we're going to use a D3 to decide whether it's Mythical, Chaos, or Ranged. And it is Mythical. Of course it is, because that's -3. So we're going to roll 2 sets of dice. Okay? We're going to roll a regular attack dice for Mythical, and we only have, remember, we only have this battered claymore, so we don't have anything, super amazing. So we're going to roll that, and then we're also going to roll the final strike die. So the number is a 9. We have a -3, so we need a 12 or better on both of these dice. We're doing 1 damage. If we can hit with both of these, then we'll actually kill it, which would be awesome. But we'll see what happens. Okay, well, we don't get it with our first attack. 6 and a 1 is nowhere near enough. So then we do our final strike die. So we will hit it with that. But because we missed with this, he's going to do a damage to us. Alright? So It's basically 1 and 1. And again, I'm going to put this down here. So he's got 1 damage, and that's our second action. Remember, because we use 1 to move. So Sprinius is done. Now, here is that's his first action. Right, that's his first activation. So we remove his token. We go to Nightweave, our battle mage. She is going to move. We use this one. She's going to move. D6 plus 2 with her first action. She's got 8, so she won't try to attack this thing too. So she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And remember, it's trying to get out right here to get to the, because it's raiding now. Second move, 4, 1, 2, 3, just enough. All right, so she is going to attack. Same thing. We're going to see what she attacks, what it attacks her with. Mythical, ranged, or chaos. It's using mythical again. She's got a -2. She again doesn't have any modifiers on her weapon, so it's a -2. This is an 11 or better on each of these rolls. Okay, so 11. So here's an important thing we need to remember. We always process the warfare roll first. When we process the warfare roll first, that'll be the second damage onto that minion. And this Blackrock Viper has been destroyed. Now we got to do a loot roll, but it's been destroyed. Okay? So it's going to come off the board. Awesome. So the last strike, even though we missed, doesn't matter. And because we already killed it, it didn't do damage to us. So loot rolls of 14. We needed a 19, 18, 19. So nothing there. But hey, at least we stopped it from raiding. And that was both of her activations for her. Remember, that's 2 actions per token. So that's the second activation. So now we're going to go to activation 3, which is, but before we do that, let's go ahead and take care of Albus. Albus is going to go ahead. He's down here. He's going to try to get over here and get out. He's got a +6 to this. Wow. 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to roll it again. It's a 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. He goes to the village. So now let's go ahead and go to the village. We're not going to be able to get him back in here this time around, but at least he's made it to the village. So let's go to the village board. All right, here we are at the village board. So Albus has made it to the village. Remember, on his card, he had 100 coins, 100 gold. So it's very simple. He is going to spend that 100 gold. He's going to purchase this healing potion, because that's really basically all we can do right now. It's going to go on his pack, and that ends his activation. And he has to wait there, right, until we get back. Get back to another round where he can come back. So let's go back to the dungeon and see what our third activation brings us. All right, so we're back here in the dungeon. We've got our heroes here. Going for the third activation, which is going to be Cerbernius. I keep saying Cerbernius because watch Roger play through it. Carrick, our paladin. He is going to move up. So we've got a couple options in here, but one of the options that we do have is we've got a treasure chest here, a treasure chest here, and then there's a mining location here. Now, I think what I'm going to do is actually split these two up, because we need to wait till we get the health potion back from Albus. So I'm going to have Carrick go to this treasure chest and have our battle mage maybe go for this treasure chest and try to pick those up. Maybe we'll get better weapons or gold or something that will help us later on. So let's start with Carrick's first action. Remember, he has 2 actions. And remember, for a treasure chest, with an action, we can move on to it and draw a treasure chest card. So it's not going to take 2 actions like in the secret room where we had to find the room and then unlock it. So let's roll his movement. Oh god, it's a 1. Why do I keep rolling low numbers? So that's a total of 3. Woohoo. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's try this again. 2. That's a total of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. He's going to spend 2 essence. So it's going to go from 7 to 5 to make it onto this treasure chest. Now remember, we also have that treasure chest tavern task. So this will be one of the 5 we need for that. So let's draw a treasure chest card. So here is the treasure chest deck. Right here. And draw the top card off the treasure chest, and we get, look at that, empty. Great. That is awesome. Just what I wanted. I'm going to leave this over here because hopefully we'll need it in a second. Alright, so that goes away. We'll put this on our card to remind us we've got 1 of the 5 we need. Those are both of his actions. That was action 3. So action 4 is going to be our Nightweave Battle Mage. Remember, she is going to be moving towards this one that's just a slightly off screen. Let's move that where you can see it. And she's going to be moving towards this one. She may even check this mystery chamber out. We'll see. There's a mystery chamber there with nothing to stop anybody in it, so maybe worth it. But I digress. Movement 6. Where were you at earlier? So that's going to be. She's got a +3. No, she got a +2. So that's 8 movement. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You know what? We're going to go ahead and spend 2 essence. 9. Take her down to 8 so that she can get on top of the treasure chest. And here we have our treasure chest deck. We'll draw the top card and we get loot. You raise the lid of the chest. What do we get here? You raise the lid of the chest to discover a piece of rare gear. Flip over cards in the loot deck. Take the first rare piece of gear you find, then reshuffle the loot deck. So we're looking for blue in the loot deck. Cool. Okay. Hopefully this will be something that is helpful. So let's go over to the loot deck area and see what we can find. Alrighty, so here's the loot deck. I have not done anything with this deck. Remember, we flip over till we find the blue. And it may be something that we can use. It may not be something that we can use. It may be too high. So we just start from the top. We flip the first one over. Wow. That is legendary. And good lord, look at that. T3. But +5 and 4 damage. Holy smokes. Not blue. Not blue. Not blue. Oh. This is blue. So Thieves' Treads. So she gets Thieves' Treads. Now notice that it's worth 400 gold. It's a T2, so she can't use it yet. It is an armor piece, and it does have a socket. So at some point in time, she'll be able to use that, but she cannot for now. So I'm going to just flip it face down in her area. And that's a good find. I would rather have had something I could use now, but we'll take what we can get. So that was her treasure chest find, and go back to the dungeon, and that was her second. No, that was her first move, so she still has 1 action left. Alright, here we go. So for her second action, she's going to walk into this mystery chamber. Is she going to walk? No, she's not. She only has 3 health. I think she's going to start heading towards this chest. That's what she's going to do. Might as well. So another movement. 3 plus 2 is 5. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. No. There should be a. Hold on a second. There should be a trap token up there. I missed one during setup. They're all over the place, so. There's one right there. So actually, she's going to have to head down. Oh man, she can't get up there easily either way. Alright, so on second thought, she's going to head up here into the larder to try to find that mortar and pestle. So that's going to just be movement. So that's 8. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she is up there with Carrick. Alright, so speaking of Carrick, here's Carrick. I think we're going to try to get in here, into this larder room. He can make it, and I think he can rally her to help with the champion that's in there. So we're going to do his first action, his movement. Is a 4. So that's a 6 total. So 2, 3, 4, and then 1 in there. So we'll flip this token over. It's a level 2. Of course it's a level 2. It's always a level 2. Well, we're going to rally her, our battle mage, so she's got to roll to get in there. 2, so she can move 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. She has to spend 4 essence. So she's going to spend 4 essence to add movement to get in there with him, because she's got to be able to make it. No, she gets to roll twice. She gets to roll twice. She gets that 4 essence back. Gets to roll twice. Yeah, 5, that's plenty. So they're both going to be in there. They're both going to be attacking. So let's draw a level 2 minion and see what we got. Alright, so we have our heroes. Here are the weapons that they have. Our battle mage with her axe. Paladin with the battered claymore. And we're fighting an orc siegebreaker. Okay, so this could be not terrible, actually, because the paladin is versed in physical. Let me show this a little bit. Is versed very well in physical, and she's versed in chaos. And it has 3 hit points, but, you know, it is what it is. Now, it is proficient in the one that we both suck at, but hey, what are you going to do? Okay. Probably this was not a smart move, because they both don't have hardly any hit points. I did not think this through. Okay. Alright. You know, that's the whole risk and reward, right? So, let's take our die. We're going to start. We're going to see what the Siegebreaker is going to use. And it is physical. Obviously, we're going to use the Claymore here. We need a 13. We get a +3 with a Paladin. He's going to attack. So we need a 10 or higher. And of course, we're 1 short. So he's going to take a damage. So he's going to go from 5 to 4. Yep. Wow, that sucks. Next, it's going to attack with Chaos. Oh, man. She's going to do Chaos. She gets a +3. Needs a 13, so she needs a 10 or better. 6 and 6 is 12. Yes. Okay, so that is a hit. So let's put a damage marker. Which I use a D6 for this. And then, of course, the last one is mythical. And we'll use Carrick for that. because he's got the most health. And a 7 is nowhere near a 12 plus the penalty, so he's going to go down to 3 health. Wow. Back to the top. That's all the warfare options. So we're going to roll. Let's see. When we do 3, what's the worst one next? Guess Carrick with this one. 15. That is a hit. Oh, he's got -3, but that's a 12. So that is still a hit. So that's 2 damage out of the 3 on the Siege Breaker. Alright, so 1 or 2. Not 3. Still not 3. 2. Alright. Yep. Our Battle Mage is going to do this one. So she needs a 10 or better. If we get a 10 or better, we kill this guy. And that is not a 10 or better. That is an 8. Wow. So she takes 2 damage. She literally has 1 hit point left. Carrick is going to go with the final one. He's got a +3. He needs a 10 or better for the physical. That is it right there. So, monster, slaying. Now, we did slay it. Gotta do the loot roll. Not a 20. Telling you, those loot rolls are tough. You can have a really high number there. But he is gone out of the chamber, so he gets killed, and we can look now in the chamber and see. This was the quest item that was in the chamber. We can now see if this is the quest item we're looking for, and it's not. So, this means that the larder, the other entry in the larder, has what we're looking for. Okay. That's rough. That is all the activations, though. So now we're going to go to the next phase. So that is going to be the monster phase. Alrighty, so here we are, ready to do the monster phase. So, first thing we look at is, do we have 5 minions on the board? We have 4, so we have to spawn a minion, another level 1 minion, because we only have 4 instead of 5, and we spawned a goblin footman. So we'll have to put him out. But before we go over there and put him out, we might as well roll while we're here. Our raid difficulty is a D10. So what we're going to do is we're going to start. Actually, we're doing this because we're supposed to do these in order. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is the last one. We're going to start with each one and roll a D10. If we roll a 10, they become raiding. So starting with the Orc Archer. It's now raiding. Skeletal Grunt is not. Siege Breaker is not. The other Orc Archer is not. The Footman is not. So that means now this Orc Archer, this blue Orc Archer, is not following the patrol route. He is trying to get to the exit of the dungeon when he moves. So let's start. Let's place the Goblin Footman, and then we will do everybody's all the monster movement after that. All right. So we got to place this bad boy out on the map, and I have his menu right here. So we're gonna roll a d8. That's gonna tell us where he's gonna spawn. We got a 4. A 4 is right here. And he's not moving in any specific direction yet, so we'll just put him like that. So there is the spawning. So now we're going to go to movement. We're going to start with the blue Orc Archer. I'm going to leave this zoomed out. It's just off screen here. And remember, he is a raiding minion now. So He is working on the corner. Actually, you know what? Let me get to the corner so you can see this. All right, so he's over here, right here. He's going to have his movement of a d6 plus 3. So let's see what he rolls. He's going to roll 4, so he's going to move 7. Now, printed on the board are these little bloody arrows. That's what he's actually going to follow. So instead of following the normal route, which would take him this way, he's actually going to follow those arrows. Some tiles have multiple exit options. This only has 1. So again, he's got a total of 7 move. So he's going to go, and it's going to be the least, following those arrows, the shortest amount of movement it takes to get gone. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then he's going to come around, and then he's going to start back this way. So that's his move. Okay? So let's go back to the top, and you can see where everybody else moves. All right, I'm going to do the wide shot for this movement. It's just easier that way, so you can kind of see where everybody's at on the board. Next thing we're going to do is a Skeletal Grunt, who's just off screen here. He is currently got a d6 plus 2. No, sorry, yeah, d6 plus 2. He's got a total of 5. Forgot to roll the patrol die. He's going to go orange if he has to go anywhere. So that's 5. So 1, 2. He did actually land on a skull pile. 3, 4, 5. He basically just went back the way he came. So he's done. Orc Siegebreaker, red. This guy right here. D6 plus 2. Wow, 6 and pink. Interesting. So that's 8 total. So 1, 2, 3. He's going to follow pink. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're all congregating over here. Orc Archer. Red Orc Archer is down here in the corner that you can't see. He's got a d6 plus 3. That's a total of 5. Choosing orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's good to go. And finally, the Goblin Footman that we just put out up here. He doesn't have a direction, so we're rolling for direction and a d6 plus 3. Okay. So 5 on the orange track. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is all of the monster turns.